Welcome to Traveling Oracle, the magical podcast, where we talk energetics, spirituality, and how you can use this etheric knowledge to drastically change, transform, and up-level all areas of your life. Are you ready for the glow up? Let's go. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to another episode of the Traveling Oracle, a magical podcast. It is a beautiful Sunday morning in the Cayman Islands, and it is my last Sunday morning in the Cayman Islands before I head back to my beloved Bali. And on my way there, I'm going to be stopping in London, which it's a bit cold there, so I don't... Sorry, I'm getting messages. Turn off this phone, Akila. What is going on? I don't know why I'm stopping in London, but it is what it is. How have you guys been doing? I hope you've had a lovely past few weeks. As I said on my last episode, I would be in Jamaica. So y'all, I had a blast. Seeing family members that I haven't seen for, 5 years? It was amazing. I really need to go back to Jamaica more often. I really do. I'm here traveling the world. I know other countries better than I know my own country where I was born. That's a problem that we're going to rectify in 2024. I promise. So today, before I start, I need to give a shout out to Melissa. Melissa, you signed up for the presence practice. And my life got so hectic with this travel to Jamaica and my own personal alchemy. I did not get to put it together. And so I decided I was going to make this episode about the presence practice. So Melissa, this one is specifically for you. And I'm going to open this episode with a little bit of a card pull for presence. Spirit, I invite you into this space right now. Please connect me and the readers, connect my spirit guides and theirs, help the message that they need to hear right now, the reason that they're tuned into this podcast to come through extremely clearly and extremely powerfully. Thank you. I don't know why I keep feeling like I should mention that in front of me, I have 3 crystals. I have a beautiful quartz crystal, clear quartz. I have a rose quartz, and I have this orange calcite. And I'm hearing a lot about heart, mind, and body coherence, especially when I look at the heart crystal and the orange calcite, which normally is about your creativity, this orange calcite, and about the sacral chakra. And I'm seeing the heart chakra and the chakras, the lower chakras, getting in alignment. Some of you, you're a bit out of alignment with your mind, your heart, and your gut feeling, your instincts. That's what it is, your instincts. Your heart and your instincts have not met. They're operating on 2 different planes. And I don't know who this message is for, but for somebody out there, this is your confirmation that you really need to focus right now on aligning your heart with your gut instincts as well as your mind. There's some sort of coherence that needs to happen in your system, and that's going to propel you forward and solve a lot of the issues that you're having. You must be pretty special, because that message just hijacked my whole... I don't know what just happened, but I was talking and the computer stopped recording in the middle of this message, and I can't help but feel that whoever this message is for, there are a lot of things that are working against you. And don't be afraid. It's just life. In order for you to progress and move up to the next level, you need some sort of opposing force to give you that pushback. Like, that's just the polarity of this world. And so you might be experiencing a lot of setbacks, but I'm hearing persevere, because I'm going to go over what was not recorded. A card jumped out as I was shuffling, and it was a 6 of Wands, and there's a woman celebrating on this card. And I was saying that I can't help but feel like it's related to that message of heart coherence. Somebody's next level is guarded by the gate of heart coherence. Somebody's next level is going to only be achieved when you activate the heart consciousness, when you energize the heart space, when you come into alignment, when your heart, your instinct, and your mind come into alignment and function as one. Then all of a sudden, the crap that used to hold you down doesn't matter anymore. The things that used to hold you back are nothing to you now. Somebody's doorway is the doorway of heart consciousness. And I have recorded quite a few episodes on this podcast about heart consciousness. So if that message is resonating with you, go and look for those episodes, because there is a key waiting to be unlocked or waiting to be discovered in those episodes for you. You really need to focus on the heart right now and focus on aligning the heart with your instincts, with your gut instincts, with your mind and your intelligence. For somebody, they're all separate and you go to each one when you need their help. But Spirit is saying it is now time to pull them all together and function as one being. For somebody else, the message is that your creativity has been dampened because you've used up all the creativity at this level. It's so hard to translate this energy. How can I say that better? You've mastered the creativity at this level. You've hit a glass ceiling because you've done all that there is to do with creativity in this level. You're hitting a plateau, and the next step up in heart consciousness is going to not just give you a new state of being, but it's going to radically impact your work. It's going to radically impact your income. It's going to radically impact your business. You're going to be so surprised when you see how heart consciousness, love consciousness is going to transform your business and make you, I'm hearing, millions. You're going to be shocked at how living from the heart is going to unlock every physical thing that you want in this plane. Because I feel like some of you have this misconception that you have to choose between spirituality and money. And I want to remove that false narrative from your mind right now. That is an incorrect assumption. Because the more you deepen and soften into the heart is the more you come into oneness with the universe, is the more you come into oneness with the stuff that makes up the universe. The stuff that makes up the universe is love, abundance, and all that is and ever can be and shall be and will be. The universe is made up of all, including money, including abundance, including overflow. So the closer you get to oneness with the heart and the closer you get to oneness with the divine is the more you will have, not the less. But it's also what do you call this? The word isn't conundrum. It's also a paradoxical concept. Because even though the closer you get to the divine, the more you melt into oneness with everything around you, is a more abundance and overflow and money and everything is available to you and comes towards you. In the same breath is the less you care about that stuff. So it's like the more you do that is the more money is available to you. But it just starts to matter less and less the more you melt into oneness. So that's the paradox of that concept. I'm going to pull one more card before we get into our presence practice for this episode. Oh, okay. I said one more. Spirit was like, nah. And the card that jumped out, well, two cards that jumped out. One is the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I don't know why it still gets me when I shuffle and get like the perfect cards. that speak about exactly what I'm talking about. The Seven of Pentacles reverse, and this is going to segue perfectly into the presence practice because the Seven of Pentacles reverse talks about limited success or rewards, lack of long-term vision. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read right now from a tarot site. It says the Seven of Pentacles reverse suggests your efforts may be scattered at this time and you're questioning whether you are investing in the right areas. A cloud of confusion. This idea of, I know that I'm here to do something big. I know that I have the potential to do X, Y, and Z, but I've been trying in this industry. I've been trying in this area. I've been trying in this. I've been trying all these things, but nothing is bearing fruit. I'm confused about where I should be, what I should be doing, where I should be living, who I should be. I'm just confused. That's the energy of the Seven of Pentacles. Wasted potential. Wasted energy, or the feeling of wasted energy. And what I'm hearing as I'm speaking is a lot of you are in this space because you lack the being of presence. You lack the state of being of presence. Slow down. Slow down. And if you haven't listened to the last episode, you should probably stop here and go back to that episode because this is a continuation of the concepts presented there. Slow down and be in the present moment. Because in the present moment is where you can actually have a true understanding, a true grasp of what's taking place in your life. Some of you are running. You are running and you think that you are running towards your goals. And what you're actually doing is running away from your issues, running away from the problems, running away from your feelings. And the paradox of that is running away from your issues, your problems, and your feelings will put you on a path that is further away from your goals. So you think you're running towards your goals because you're running and you have it in mind, but the thing you're running away from is constantly pulling you in another direction. So you end up further away from your goals than if you had just faced your problems, than if you had just slowed down and actually gone within. Spirit is asking you to find the courage to slow down and face yourself. Some of you, you are so afraid of who you will see in the mirror if you sit down and take a deep look. Not realizing that that fear is the root of all of your problems. Because avoiding a problem has never solved it yet. Avoiding a problem has never solved the problem. I remember this old saying that is absolutely false, that time heals all wounds. Time does not heal wounds. What time does is pile more wounds on top of that wound, pile more problems on top, until that old wound is so far down that you can't feel it or see it as much, but it is very much still there. How do we know? Because then you get triggered when something happens in your present reality that reminds you of that wound. That's what the concept of triggering is all about. It's an external action that links to something that you have not healed deep inside. Something that you don't normally look at, you don't normally see, but only something like a certain action will pull on that string and expose the fact that that wound still exists. Time does not heal, time buries. And that's why we have so many hurt people walking around. So many hurt, especially men walking around, because a lot of men choose the path of letting time heal, not realizing that all they're doing is allowing time to bury their issues. So how do we get into the present moment? How do we get the state of being the state of presence as or being? I'm glad you asked. You've got to make time for it. The enemy of presence is busyness. Busyness is the excuse for every single thing when it comes to your self-development and self-improvement. Oh, I didn't do it this week because I was busy. I couldn't meditate today because I was busy. For some reason, I don't know if your life is like that. For some reason, anytime I don't get to do the things that I know will improve my state of being, the excuse of why I didn't do that action is always that I was busy. Busyness is the enemy of presence. And so you have to make it a priority to take time out of your day to sit in the state of presence. A very good practice that came to me is to put an alarm on your smartwatch, on your smartphone, for 3 times a day where you can pause for 1 or 2 minutes just to be present. 2 minutes in the morning, 2 minutes in the afternoon, 2 minutes in the evening, to just stop whatever you're doing, take a few deep breaths, close your eyes if you can, and just be in the state of presence. Be with yourself. Check in with how am I feeling right now? How is this day going for me? And honestly, what you do in that moment doesn't really matter. What matters is that you take the moment. So it's not what you do in that time, it's the action of taking the time that contributes to your state of presence. Because remember, we have to start moving away from this concept of doing to achieve. You already are. All you need to do is take time to acknowledge what you already are. So the presence practice is a practice of not doing, but being. Y'all know I love the paradoxes on this podcast because the road of spirituality is littered with paradoxes. It just is what it is. Spirituality is a path of paradox. So that's the first thing, taking time out to be. And as you take time out to be, you will find that your spirit, the best way to explain it is your spirit feels like it's sitting more in the seat of your body than it was before you started to do this. And that's a hallmark of the state of presence. When your spirit is sitting in your being and you're aware of your spirit really sitting at home in your energetic being, in your energetic space. These concepts are a bit hard to describe because it's just a place of knowing that you have to experience for yourself. Another thing that would be really, really helpful for you is if you already do a meditation practice, start doing some meditations that allow you to sit and feel into the present moment. What does it mean for me to be sitting right here in this room right now with my legs folded, my hands open, sitting on this bed meditating? What does this exact moment feel like? What does the air around me feel like? What does the energy around me feel like? What does the space right now in this room feel like? And while you're in that space, call all of your consciousness back from every corner of the earth where it might be floating. Call all your energy back from every person that holds bits of it, every place that holds bits of it. Call all parts of your being back from all the length and breadth of the earth and pull it towards you right now in this moment. and feel your energy descending in the space. Feel your energy filling up the room that you're in. Feel your energy all around you. That is presence, where all of you is together in that present moment right now. And in that space, you will feel the power of your being. You will feel the limitlessness of your being. You will feel what it feels like to see, hear, and be in a slice of time and space. And we're going into esotericism now. To be able to hold a slice of space and time in your mind is a powerful thing to be able to do. Because the next step after that is the ability to remove time from space and see them as the different elements that they are. And when you're able to see the elements, the fabric of reality, you're able to understand the way the world works. And when you understand those things, you can change, move, and manipulate those things to suit your purpose. And these are the things that I teach in my one-on-one sessions with my clients. How to shift your perspective in a way that you're able to see your true power as a human being. You're able to see who you are. You're able to see the world in a way that allows you to move, shape, shift, and create your own reality. Because for most of us, that is the lesson we're here to learn. That is the state of being that we're here to learn, how to alchemize, how to transmute, and then how to create. I want to also mention to you another powerful tool that I myself am just starting to explore. And I've heard about this tool for quite a long time. I just never really took the time to take a look at it. And this week, Spirit said, check this out. And I was like, okay, cool. And it's the Gene Keys. I'm sure most of you have heard about it. I've heard about it. I've seen it on Gaia. I've seen people post about it. I just never really paid attention, y'all. I decided yesterday, let me see what this is all about. Went on the website, signed up, and I'm going through the intro course that tells you all about it and sets up your profile. Guys, it is the exact thing that I am talking about on this podcast when it comes to presence, because they're all about understanding who you are based on your gene key, understanding the struggles that you face, and then taking the time to be present with yourself, to contemplate the issues that you're facing so that you can transmute that and unlock the gift that's on the other side of your struggle or your issue. And it's exactly what Spirit has been whispering to me to do this year. Take the time, Akil, slow down, contemplate, look at the issues you're facing and look at it from different angles. Sit and take the time to be present and observe. And that is exactly what the Gene Keys help you to understand how to do and direct you on the path of doing. It's a really powerful tool. Like, I'm literally only on day 2 and I see the power that this method unlocks for the person who uses it. A really powerful tool, guys. I highly suggest you check it out if you're resonating with this message of presence and being. What are your last messages, Spirit? The last message is a warning. It is up to you to take this information and implement it in your life. I'm hearing that some of you understand the concepts that are presented in the past 2 episodes. You think it makes sense, but you're not taking action. And you're not taking action means that you're delaying a powerful transformation that's trying to happen in your life. And I'm hoping that by me saying that, someone is not going to take the path of delay. Someone's going to say, you know what, you calling me out right now, girl. I'm going to take action and I'm actually going to put this information to practice, because intelligent people, there are too many of us as intelligent people who love to consume information. And that is all we do. We consume it, but we do not embody it. It reminds me of the era that I went through in my life where I loved to buy vitamins. I would buy this vitamin, that vitamin, this herb, that herb. And all I would do is purchase it and put it on a shelf. Until one day I opened my cupboard and I saw tons of vitamins. And the Spirit said to me, those vitamins are not going to help you on the shelf. You actually have to take them for them to help you. And I was like, damn, you ain't got to call me out like that. But some of you are collectors of information in that way. You collect information, you listen to podcasts, you read blog posts, you just consume information and put it on a shelf. It's time to embody. It's time to move to the next layer of understanding. You have been understanding in theory, in the way that we understand concepts in school. And Spirit is saying you need to go to the deeper layer of understanding, and that's embodiment. Understanding it in your body, in your spirit, having a different experience with that truth. And I'm going to close with the third card that came out when I pulled the cards earlier. And it is the Nine of Cups. And y'all, it is a beautiful card with a woman who has a treasure chest at her feet filled with gold and jewels. And there is a beautiful sun, or it looks like the sun, but it probably isn't. There's a beautiful light shining from her heart, and there are cups all around her, just floating around her. And it's a beautiful yellow color. And it's giving me the feeling of someone who's unlocked something powerful, something beautiful, has unlocked their abundance and is living in coherence. That's what it looks like to me. And her hair is blue and her garment is multicolored. Like, this person has unlocked something beautiful. This person is living in bliss, living in nirvana. This person has gone through some ish, because on the card, on the outer edges, you can see a bit of blackness, a bit of grayness. She has gone through some stuff. She has gone through the dark night, but she has unlocked the light. And it is luminous, it is bright, and it is given her life. You're hearing this message for a reason. And as you put these things into practice, as you deepen into these states of being, you're going to unlock the power of your light. You're going to unlock something that's going to blow your mind. My loves, I'ma leave it right there. If no one has told you today, I love you, and I can't wait to talk to you in our next episode.